in STS Downfall. So that's what we are gonna be doing today. Playing some more Downfall. Definitely starting out with the champ, but might move on to some other characters after that. So yeah, let's get a run in with the champ. On Ascension 2, normal enemies are deadlier. And we have indeed not lost a match with the champ yet. Let's see. I see a 3 elite path. We could also... But that path doesn't have any rests on the way. This right path isn't bad either. Question marks are pretty decent, so this isn't a bad start, but we only get one guaranteed card pick here. That might not be enough to enter 2 elites. If I do this elite fight, I will have to do another one after that. What are the options here? Obtain a random rare relic, max HP, upgrade a card. Upgrade a card might be what I want to do here. Let's go with a card upgrade on Taunt. So we already have that one set. That will probably help us with our first elite a bit. Do we want to get the ruby key? We won't be able to break it until next floor if we go for all 3 elites. That's a bit rough. How about execute upgrade? It's 4 extra damage. That's just not that impactful. Yeah, I'm gonna get the ruby key. Pathing through the Exordium, you find yourself at the well-known attraction, the former site of the brutal games which now take place in the city's Colosseum. This smaller, less attractive arena now serves as a training ground and battle stage for lesser challenges. This type of contest is normally beneath you, but it could be an entertaining distraction. I could fight Centurion and Mystic to gain a Cloak Clasp, which gives me 1 block for each card in our hand. Oh, that's from the Watcher. Gremlin Knob for the Champion Belt. Whenever you apply Vulnerable, apply 1 weak from the Ironclad. And Wrist Blade. Attacks that cost 0 deal 4 additional damage from a Slaver duo. That's usually only available to Silent. That's very interesting. Are there many 0 cost attacks in Champ? I can't really remember any off the top of my head. I wish we could just look at the compendium from here. Honestly, the only one I'm certain will be pretty solid is the Cloak Clasp. Champion Belt, we can find some vulnerability in the champ. There are at least 2 vulnerability cards. There's Face Slap, and then there was another one. Another Gladiator one. I don't remember the name, but it reminds me of Uppercut. Applies weak and applies vulnerable if you're in Gladiator, I think. Wrist Blade. Attacks that cost 0 deal 4 additional damage. I am curious. I'm gonna save and quit to take a look at the compendium here. The champ. Let's order by cost. So there's still a few we haven't unlocked yet. There's Shield Slam. That's it. There are currently no other zero cost attacks in the champs lineup. Although maybe a few of them upgrade to become zero cost. But if so, I don't remember any of them. It's interesting though. Of course there are quite a few colorless zero cost attack cards, but I think I'm gonna go for the Cloak Clasp. That's always gonna be nice. Centurion and Mystic, that's actually a pretty scary fight with the base deck. Oh, these are Act 2 fights, except for the Gremlin Knob. Yeah, let's try. Oh, rough start. Definitely execute. I think we have to take some damage here. Do we raise it? Just go for the damage when we can. This is 23 incoming. Yeah, I think the damage is more important here. We currently have only one finisher and no real combo cards. I think defensive serves us best. We might actually not be able to win this fight. I'm a bit worried here. Let's move into Gladiator. And then execute. Maybe we can build up enough strength to be able to finish this. Another 17. Yeah, if we don't... Oh no, I had one more energy. I missed it. Whoops. Could have blocked there. If we don't put out enough damage, we're never gonna get that frontliner down. Yeah, I think we have it. Never mind. Ah, that heal. Stop it. This is 18. Okay, we can kill the Centurion now. Oh, that was painful. Now we're under a lot less pressure. So I'm feeling like we might be able to actually do this. There we go. Thanks to the strength scaling, we did manage to win this fight. Cloak Clasp. At the end of your turn, gain 1 block for each card in your hand. Now I want to do something with Gladiator. Flurry of Strikes, maybe. Stance is always nice. But even Fan of Knives with the Gladiator combo could be interesting. I am gonna go for a stance here. I do want more entries. We have to do this fight, but after that we will have to reevaluate where we are gonna go from here. I'm gonna keep this in hand for the 1 block it provides with the Cloak Clasp. We're in defensive, so this will just defend us. 7 and 7 is not quite enough. But we should get there next turn. There we go. Blessing of the Forge. Nice to see that. Bring it on. Adrenal armor, defensive style. Enter defensive if you start your turn in defensive. Gain 5 block and 5 counter. Adrenal armor is a nice defensive card. Which also helps us scaling strength. Does not become a technique on upgrade. Bring it on is a nice finisher. That would be nice right now. But might become a bit less important later on. I need the power right now. I'm on low health. I think we're gonna go for the 2 question marks. If they turn out well for us, we can still fight this elite, but I'd rather not. I'd rather go for the rest side instead. And then maybe take this elite and this rest side. We'll see. Ominous Forge. We could gain the Warped Tongues. At the start of your turn, upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of combat. Or we would take a Pain for it. Pain is rough, and we can't remove it right now. But we could remove it before the boss at the very least. I think that's worth it. But that definitely means we have to skip some elites here. Let's enter Gladiator. Oh no, I should have played Bring It On first. My bad. That's fine though. Let's go back into Gladiator. So we have access to additional draw sometimes. And yeah, let's just end it with 1 card. Because of the pain. Shield Sigil. Fan of Knives? I wouldn't mind Fan of Knives at all. Berserker is also an interesting option. Definitely break the Ruby for the 1 permanent strength. The upgrade to Stance is important. Fan of Knives deals damage 3 times when we are in Gladiator. I'm gonna go with Stance first. Wait, Stance? Didn't that add draw a card to it? Was that changed already from yesterday? Probably. Because I remember the upgrade being draw a card. Let's get the Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. That's nice. I mean, oftentimes it will be draw a card for us. If we are using a Gladiator. I don't want to play that many cards here because of pain, so I'm only gonna do the Bring It On. Nice. Gladiator Shout. Is an entry. Draws us cards. Helps our Cloak Clasp. Endless Rage would be good with Pain. If we, for whatever reason, decide to keep that in the deck. And it's obviously great with... Oh wait, this was changed. That used to be gain a resolve, and it used to cost 1. Which was extremely strong. A temporary strength is not terrible, but not quite as good. Let's go with Gladiator Shout here. 1 elite here. We have some potions we can use. Center Glad. Do you wanna draw? kinda. Yep, not gonna play any of these. Should have played a single strike just for increasing the pen nib. Execute. I think I have to open this, open the fight here. With strike, execute. That's too good not to do. Tom puts us into Gladiator. We'll defend. Bring It On is full defense for us. Let's move over to Berserker and Bring It On to finish the turn. We do have a penny active. No defense in this hand though. Colorless Potion could easily provide that. It could also provide a huge hit. Wait, this is 20 damage 2 times already? Not quite lethal though. Oh, we could find it here. Exhaust the card, replace it with a random colorless boss card that costs 1 less. $20 damage twice this turn, and then 20 damage twice next turn. That will finish the fight for us. Actually, if we execute now, we die. Can't do that. Should have kept that strike for the sake of the Cloak Clasp. But we managed to survive. Hey Zero, welcome! Yeah, Champ is definitely a strong character. Tornado Punch, Circumvent, Defensive Shout. We are not that heavy into defensive right now. Yeah, definitely. We have to rest here. There we go. I don't think I want the finisher here. That's 13 block. The starter relic. Whenever you enter a stance while not in one, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1 this turn. Focus Gladiator. Until you exit Gladiator stance, techniques draw an extra card. That's a lot of extra card draw. Fan of Knives is currently the only thing that requires us to leave Gladiator. I wanna try it. Yeah, it's while not in one, so you are incentivized. We'll get the pain out. I guess we get another curse though. I don't want too many curses at the moment, although Icky is a lot easier to tolerate than pain. I'm only gonna take one though. That was painful. Let's stay in Gladiator. Bring it on is not necessary. I can do execute instead if I want to. I think I do, yes. Getting that extra strength here. Let's focus back on Gladiator. I guess a strike is the best we can do in terms of penny right now. Stance is now technique instead of draw an extra card. I got surprised by that as well. Fan of Knife seems good. And then finish with an execute. Yeah, do like the change. Well, yeah, I think so. It's a decent change. Shield Wall. Let's make Big Hand Champ. Let's see if that's a thing. If you end your turn while in no stance, gain 6 block. We don't plan to do that a whole lot. Gladiator style, that seems like something we want to use. Definitely remove the pain first though. Captain's Wheel, always a big fan of that. 18 block on the third turn is very nice. Precise Thrust seems like a good way of scaling as well. Can I afford... Nope. Can't afford the Captain's Wheel and a Precise Thrust. We need some damage though. And Precise Thrust would help us. And it would go well with nice... would go well with a lot of draw. 21 degrees Celsius for you? Wow. For us it's just above 0 right now. But yep, starting to warm up here, so bit less necessary. The blanket. Haymaker is good damage as well. Yeah, I like the vulnerability. Definitely. Just gonna go with that. Question is, do we want any of these? I don't think we want fighting for dummies. That's not what we are. We wanna do. Toolbox could be decent. But I think I'm gonna save the money. Let's move on. Oh, not this guy. Not these guys. Fan of Knives seems like it happens. That was a good start. These guys had me a bit worried, but the Fan of Knives in the first hand really helped us a lot. There we go. Another Fan of Knives or another Gladiator shout. It's just a lot of draw. It also helps us enter Gladiator if we are not in that already, which will probably be pretty rare. I don't think I need cards that just say draw on them at the moment, because we can often do other stuff while drawing cards. This is an awkward hand. Well, at least I have an upgraded defense, so it's not that bad. Energy manipulation would be very welcome, yes. I am actually considering Blessing of the Forge here. Would save me... Currently I will be taking 23. I will be taking 5. Would save me 5 health here. Blessing of the Forge isn't that impactful with the Warp Tongues. Actually, it's only 4 HP because I also have the Cloak Clasp. What about the boss? Boss is Watcher. Watcher is probably the easiest boss we could be fighting. Don't want to take 7 here. Flurry of Strikes or Face Slap. We already have our vulnerability with Haymaker, and Flurry of Strikes seems like a very good pickup. That's good damage. Okay, let's see what you got, Watcher. Shield Wall in our opening hand isn't bad. I want to upgrade that. And let's fill up our hand. For the Cloak Clasp to defend us. I kept that strike in hand on purpose. Because we have both Shield Wall and Cloak Clasp. It not only defended us for 1, it also dealt 3 damage. And I thought that was better than just playing the strike. I wonder if I want to even go into Berserker here with the Fan of Knives. Bring It On will have us defended. I'm gonna do this. Close Clasp is at the end of your turn, gain 1 block for each card in your hand. Do you wanna enter Gladiator? Let's apply some weakness. And we are fully defended, so playing a defend does nothing. Playing a strike actually causes us to take some damage. 1 damage. This time it's 10 damage we're dealing. That's worth 15 even with the vulnerability. Now I have Gladiator style. Which is nice. Flurry is just 21 damage right now. The sense of time hurts. We have the full deck in front of us. It's 5, 8 block I could get. Or let's say 7 block, 10 damage. or 24 damage from the Flurry of Strike. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Flurry. I get some defense here. But we need to be careful now. Oh, this turn doesn't look great. We have the Precise Thrust for some defense. Otherwise we need to draw some cards. Definitely want to play the Precise Thrust. That's always happening. Incoming is 8, 14, 20 right now. Could use the Haymaker for weakness. That will reduce the damage by 6. So incoming will be 14. It's actually quite good. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of damage. That's worth leaving Gladiator for. And then we win with the counter. Ah, no, because they blocked. Right. There we go. Strike of Genius. At the start of your turn, add a random card that enters a stance to your hand. It costs 0 until played and gains exhaust. Not really what I want to do. Ignore Pain. Technique. Your HP cannot be reduced until your next turn. Goes down to 2 cost. And Shield Slam can only be played if you have at least 20 block. Deals 10 damage. Is a technique. 0 cost technique. If we get the necessary block. Which won't always be the case. Ignore Pain just seems good. It's... Was it 2 cost before? And went up to 3 now? Because I remember seeing this at 2 cost, but maybe it was the upgraded one. Oh, increased its cost, okay. Not sure what the upgrade did before. Ignore Pain is full defense. And if we use it, we can still deal damage with our counter from the shield wall. Oh, retain on upgrade. Yeah. That was quite good. It's quite a bit worse without retain, I guess. Why do I like none of these that much? Shield Slam should in theory be good. We should be able to gain 20 block most of the time, but sometimes we just don't want to. I'm gonna go with Shield Slam. A 0 cost technique is very powerful. Runic Dome, Cursed Key, or Calling Bell. Are we a straightforward deck? That just... not really. We do care a bit about the enemy's intent. Cursed Key on the other hand. It's a bit painful to pick it up this early. I'm gonna go with Runic Dome. I think it's a very good relic. But I need to play it a bit slower than I would usually do, I guess. 3 elite path with a late chop. That seems like the way to go. That being innate is nice. That means we might want to cut the Fan of Knives and maybe the finishers. Not really. Shield Wall definitely wants an upgrade eventually as well. Precise Thrust is important, I think. That's a big part of our scaling. I'm gonna go with the precise thrust here. Okay, some of these are probably attacking, but not necessarily all of them. Bring it on should usually be enough to be defended here. Let's enter Gladiator. And then start going for the frontliner. These will die very easily to our spikes, which is nice. We have quite a bit of counter now. Anyways, we don't need the counter. Backstab, Fan of Knives, Adrenal Armor. I think this is a skip. We don't need the Fan of Knives necessarily, and going out of well, leaving Gladiator can often be a problem for us. Not a great hand for Shield Slam. Cutting all exit stance, non-gladiator stance cards will be a priority with a deck like this. Maybe. It's definitely something I am considering, yes. Ouch. That guy was attacking. Yeah, the finishers seem pretty weak at the moment. I do agree, especially if we draw a hand like this where we can't enter Gladiator right away again. Ah, they are attacking. I figured they could be, but they were unlikely to. Now they can't. Haymaker upgrade I think is a technique, yes. More bank, whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 souls. No longer works when you spend any souls at the shop. Deal damage equal to your fatigue, exhaust, finisher. Interesting. Not for our deck, that's for sure. Haymaker... No, it's not a technique upgrade. 16 damage now. Focus Gladiator becoming 0 cost actually matters a lot. Manipulate time. Is it the apotheosis? Yeah, calling shot is definitely something I want to look out for. Kinda want to play the execute, but that's a lot of damage to take. I would love calling shot, yes. That would allow us to keep the finishers. Because they are definitely powerful. Uh-oh. We are vulnerable now. That was good. Back into Gladiator, draw some cards, and defend. Prayer Wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card reward. That's very nice. Ooh, arena preparation. Is that good? I like it. Upgrades to 3 random techniques, yeah. Fairy in a bottle is also very nice, yes. Very happy about that. Book! Yeah, we have to, right? Enchiridion. Add a random power card into your hand at the start of combat. It costs 0 this turn. Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. I'm gonna take the Sapphire Key here. And just a Shrine to upgrade a card. Okay. Yeah, we have to upgrade Gladiator style. It being innate is definitely important. Let's gain the extra 10 max HP, and with the fairy in the bottle and our current HP, I think we'll be safe to upgrade a card here. That one is probably the Flurry. Wait, perfect form would make Focus Gladiator worse? Oh, because you're always booted out to normal stance eventually. Yeah, I guess that would make it a bit worse, but it still wouldn't be bad. Haymaker is just 4 damage. Fan of Knives is actually a pretty big upgrade. I'm not sure if I want to keep that in though. We need more techniques. Well, we do have arena prep. Upgrading that actually gives us more techniques. Improvising. That's really good. The enemy is almost always attacking for 6x2? So we are taking 12 here. Let's see if we can do something about that. I guess we can. Oh, this is the random stance one. Don't want to do that. Why did I get this back to my hand? That's not a combo card. But I will take an additional dex here. Three, 6, 7 cards in hand. We are fully defended already. Haymaker, definitely want to play that if possible. Let's focus on Gladiator. Enemies now hitting for 18 or 21 this turn. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of defense. But we could draw a ton of cards. Let's draw into some defense. Alright, we get to double play it, I forgot. That will do. This is a great card to double play. Enemy is attacking for 16 with a single hit. No, 15 with a single hit or 4x4. We already have the defense we need. Just gonna draw some cards. Stay in Gladiator. This is good damage though. I might as well leave it entirely here. That will do. Yeah, improvising seems... I've said it before, it seems extremely strong. I will take a shield wall gladly. Let's enter Gladiator style. Let's go Fan of Knives, stance back into Gladiator for precise thrust. Well, the enemy is just blocking this turn, so that's fine. How much damage can we do here? Not that much, actually. Yeah, I do want a defense. This will full block me because the enemy is hitting for 10. Actually 11, whoops. Rising Strike is good damage. False Counter and Circle Backstab, probably none of these. Death Blow, On Guard, Crooked Strike. Death Blow, deal 10 damage to all enemies, fatigue 15. Oh, that's already upgraded. While I would like a card like that, fatigue 15 might be a bit too much for us right now. Crooked Strike would work very well, yes. It's another finisher though. Wish its Mockery interaction was fixed just now. Love to hear it. It's really tempting to take a Crooked Strike. but it disables Gladiator style for a turn and moves us out of focus Gladiator. So there are definite downsides to that. Crooked Strike stops exhausting after the upgrade. And if I had more health right now, I think I would gladly take the Death Blow. Just to build up some strength. The other cards, they are no good for us. Although False Counter could have a place in the deck in certain scenarios. With the shield wall. Death Blow was made to be less confusing. Yeah, that makes sense. There wasn't really a point to how it was worded before, I think. Because you couldn't really influence the fatigue amount beforehand. But yeah, right now, no, it was a health lost, right? That would have made it weird with intangible and stuff like that. On one hand, I really don't want another finisher in this deck. On the other hand, Crooked Strike does work really well with what we do. Yeah, False Counter does seem like it's a dead draw very often, I agree. I'm thinking about the Crooked Strike here, just... I'm gonna take it, probably cut our execute eventually. I don't mind having two Gladiator styles active. Although I probably should have played the execute before all that. We're not necessarily gonna take damage here, but we might take a lot of damage. These enemies are very unpredictable. That enemy is going to attack. Laria Chill Slam, I think. Shield Sigil beforehand. Haymaker. Yeah, I want to play the Haymaker. Then Lariat and just use the Cloak Clasp to defend. And the backliner, I think, can't attack because they have to heal. But I'm not 100% certain about that, so I'm gonna block. Oh, Vicious Mockery glows with Runic Dome. Ah, yeah. There we go. Technique 3 times. Sure, that's a lot of draw. I'm gonna take another Gladiator style. Stance. Just A good chunk of draw enters Gladiator for us if we don't have it yet. Sword Sigil? Why did you want Sword Sigil? Six card draw? No, it wasn't. It was 2 card draw. Right? That was the Berserker stance one. We are not in Berserker stance, usually. Snake Plant is pretty aggressive. How much damage are they doing? Snake Plant is doing 7 times 3. Wait, it was Gladiator? Huh. Yeah. There goes the ferry. So either incoming 0 or incoming 21. I need to be prepared to defend against 21 here. We can get a lot of block out of our clasp. But we need to place some defense here or a Crooked Strike. Crooked Strike might be the way to go. I'm gonna go with Crooked Strike here. That means they won't be doing any damage and we can finish the fight this turn. Relatively easily. Gladiator shout and another Gladiator style. A Rapid Strike is actually quite good. Rising Strike maybe even. Yeah, we don't need another Gladiator shout. Rising Strike is just better for us. Perfect form. This fight is only gonna last 4 turns anyways. Warp Tongs hit it? Yeah. For each technique in hand. Yeah, we're gonna play Execute. Are we playing Execute? Yeah, I think so. The defense of for 12, we're gonna be hip for 15. We'll get some defense as well from the Cloak Clasp. So there would be full defense. And it gives us back our fatigue health. That's actually a technique for 0. For each technique used this turn. Sure. Wish's Valkyrie is always glowing, even when the enemy is not attacking, because this enemy is definitely not attacking. And yep, we didn't gain... the dex. Fatigue 15. Does that kill me? That does kill me, right? And no, it doesn't. It's close though, because it's also a technique. Rapid strike afterwards. That's worth. It's a ton of damage. We have one more turn to finish that fight. We are no longer in a stance. There we go. Oh, fatigue cannot kill you? Okay. Does that say in the tooltip? It doesn't say that in the tooltip. Are you sure about that? Just leaves you at 1 HP. Okay. Precise thrust. Yes. Do take another one of these. Meat on the bone. That one. Definitely remove the icky. I think I do want meat on the bone. Almost certainly. Hold firm is also a really good technique. Nunchaku. I'm gonna take that as well. Clockwork souvenir, is that important for my own usage? Not really. The green potion, that's a strategy potion. Choose one of 3 cards which enter a stance. Try to your hand. 1 for each stance. It costs 0 this turn. Clockwork souvenir. Yeah, having an artifact is generally good, even if you don't intend to use it yourself. Like against Snecko, for example. Snecko is always cursing on the first turn, so I don't need to bring it on, but it's 10 counter. Don't want to leave Gladiator right now. That's just 12 damage. Ten of Knives is now mostly a card specifically for AoE fights. That's a lot of cards in hand. Just gonna defend here. There we go. Armorer's Tincture. Gain 4 block each time you play a card this turn. Flash Strike, Fan of Knife, Tornado Punch. Nope. Rapid Strike, Reckless Leap, unupgraded stance. Reckless Leap is tempting. I don't have a great way to generate fatigue at the moment, and I could benefit a lot from it because I have a couple multi-hit attacks in Flurry of Strikes and Rapid Strikes. So yeah. Do want one. That's a lot of Gladiator styles. Actually, I do have a lot of strength, right? Definitely use a haymaker. What's up with the opponent not doing anything? Yeah, I don't want to generate too much, but the Reckless Leap exhausts. So we're only gonna play it once a fight and we don't have anything else except for the execute. It has... Oh, Runic Dome doesn't show which of these cards they're gonna play. Well, they can't deal damage with these cards anyway, so we're free to just go for the damage. It doesn't hide their hand though, so we can still figure out what they do. That's 16 plus 8, 26 damage. Let's start with the taunt for some weakness. Let's keep drawing. Focus Gladiator. I'm gonna draw a full hand here. Rapid Strike, that seems good. Gonna go with Precise Thrust. Defend Shield Slam. And finish with a Rapid Strike. Hitting for 171 damage. Hiding their hand might be... Yeah, there's just no good way. Hi John, welcome. Glad to see you. Last stand, Steel Edge, Strike of Genius. Steel Edge is tempting. Draw X cards and gain X energy. Well, we often already have a full hand, but it's never bad unless we are for some reason not in Gladiator, right? And we will almost always be in Gladiator because we have an innate Gladiator style. What does it do for us? I mean, we don't want any of the other two. Steel Edge upgrade isn't energy gain, it's just more card draw. It upgrades to draw X+1 cards and still gains you X energy back. Empty Cage, Pandora's Box, Snack Hawaii. We still have all our strikes and defense. Shield Wall, Last Sand, Riposte, enter defensive, Gladiator combo, discard all attacks in hand and gain 6 counter for each. Shield Slam, Circumvent, Fan of Knives. That was a terrible Pandora's Box. How do we fix this? Avoid most elites, but we need to fight the empowered one, which naturally lends itself to avoiding all others, so... How do we block? That's a very good question. Maybe... Well, Circumvent is basically a better defend. We have that going for us. That's about it, though. Get a refund on the Pandora's Box. And we have Claw Clasp. That's actually still significant amounts of block for us. Masterful Slash. Yeah, this is not great. This is basically a strike now. I'm not a fan of knives. This terrible riposte is really quite bad. But it does have Gladiator combo at least. Just one extra hit. As is this one. What's the upgrade here? Yeah, Claw Clasp is 10 block max. That's definitely true, but that's still up to 10 block every turn. And on most turns we will get the 10 block out of it. So I think that's reasonable. I wish we could remove the finisher text on Last Stand. That won't make it a bit OP, huh? Don't think I want to upgrade Steel Edge right now. I might have to go for some defend. That's not really helping us in that regard though. I'll bring it on maybe. Or maybe upgrade the multi-hits so we can finish fights faster. Let's start with rapid strikes. Please save me. This doesn't look like it saves me. What's the worst card here? Shield Slam. Shield Slam became really bad. Shield Wall is a bit costly. It is, kinda. Masterful Slash is pretty bad. Execute is actually quite bad. I can live with Circumvent. Circumvent is fine. Riposte is, I guess, okay. Enraged Bash. Enraged Bash is usable. Battle and Last Stand, I think. Enraged Bash is a Worst Strike, yeah, but a Worst Strike is still useful. Compared to Shield Slam, which we are almost never gonna be able to play now, with the defense gone. Right? Isn't it just Shield Slam here that we cut? Shield Wall synergizes with Circumvent? Yes, if we are in defensive for it. I think we head on. Pivoting to defensive. No, that's... Our whole deck is built around... Gladiator at this point. We have Taunt, Stance, and the Riposte to enter defensive. That's just not enough. We just need to pick up some defense. If we pick up some defense, we'll actually be in a really good spot. I want more cards. I want many cards here. Call Shot would be amazing, I agree. Makes Bring It On suddenly from okay to extremely good. There's our sword sigil again. Gresham, probably not necessary. Upgrades to repeat 3 times. That's not necessary. Flurry of Strikes. It wants the Berserk deck? Yeah. Iron Fortress is not exactly what this deck wants. This would use up the Pennib if I played it right now, right? I don't want to do that. Have another one of these before I draw. Decent turn. They're now gonna buff, so I have 2 turns to end this fight. That's not quite enough just yet, but we have rapid strikes. There we go. Gladiator doesn't really have too much of an identity. Not as clear-cut as Defensive and Berserker, but it does still feel... Yeah, I think it's a bit... It does feel cohesive in a way. It was made to synergize with other classes. I think you mean stances. That's definitely a bit of the feel I'm getting. But I do like the interaction with the amount of cards in your hand stuff. That's at least interesting. Let's get the Bring It On upgraded. We need the defense. Vashra, start each combat with 1 strength. Gladly. Enemy is not attacking this turn. I want to play Rapid and Flurry. But Flurry is just better. Could instead play Rising Strike and Rapid. 6 times. I wish if Rapid Strikes has a hits X times tooltip, Flora Strike should have that too. It's mainly just the base game of play cards and win. Yeah, I think that's accurate. Like these precise thrusts helping us block. Don't want to enter defensive here. I'm gonna finish with the Gladiator style. I hope it's not a big hit. Wasn't good. These precise thrusts are starting to look good. We don't have the win here, do we? That was maybe a mistake. Because now they're intangible. And I'm not in Gladiator anymore. Uh-oh. Glad I used their weakness. Ouch. That was not very well played there. Pro of Sharpness, gain 25 counter. These don't help us. I really don't want to regret. There's enough cards I want to remove already. Break the Emerald for the 1 dex. That's helpful at the very least. We usually don't have trouble drawing enough cards. Rising Strike is a pretty neat upgrade. Improvising, that would certainly be helpful. It's not really what I want to do here, but I think I have to. Let's head back over into Gladiator and use Steel Edge. Actually, there we go. I do like these defensive potions, even though they are a bit harder to use. I don't want more Gladiator styles, not Bring It Ons. Precise Thrust. Let's ignore pain. Yeah, I'll take the Precise Thrust. Ignore pain is also pretty hard to use with the Runic Dome is the problem. Getting all the finisher bonuses is nice there. Steel Edge is really insane with the ultimate stance. And we're out of our stance. Oh! But we still got the Gladiator style buff. That's nice. That makes the downside of ultimate stance almost irrelevant. If we leave the stance after our turn started. I guess our defense is now just these precise thrusts. Good thing we have so much draw. Sure. Okay, 5 block, that's not quite enough. Can just win by countering, I guess. There we go. Another Haymaker or Flurry of Strikes. Tempting, but I don't think that's what we want. This is also tempting. Yeah, helps us find it earlier. I wonder if we should include other sigils. Probably should. We do also care about number of techniques played. Upgrade a perfect form again. Okay. What's he hitting for? 50 now? We don't have to worry too much about that stuff. We should just outscale them. And the Gladiator. And enemies always attacking. Finish with rapid strikes. Oh, we gained an energy back. Pretty close to a kill. Minus 79 strength that and weakness on top of that. I think we are safe here. And we can save our pen nib for the next fight. Nope. Always take more sword sigils. Snacko oil? No, probably not. Endless rage. I mean, sure. This enemy is quite annoying. You can see their intent. Ouch! That was a big hit. Painful. Yep, better finish this fast, otherwise he can get very uncomfortable. Adrenal armor? No. I'm not that desperate. And we have Poison Silent. And we get the improvising, which is super good for us. Lose all poison. Poison does not end. Bypass block. Bypass block. Happens at the end of turn and loses half its stack. I'm gonna play that preemptively. I don't wanna lose my stance. I'm okay with riposting and then stance dancing back into Gladiator. No damage incoming this turn. But there is some damage incoming now. 12 in fact. Oh yeah, that was just the... I thought we had detective. Oh, we did not. Precise thrust is nice. There's also strike incoming, so 21 actually. We already defend against that. No problem. Did our arena preparation just generate an arena preparation? Are you sure that's a good idea? Maybe a bug? Possibly. Oh yeah, that's a combo, I guess. We need some defense. Probably bring it on. Precise thrust. How much poison? 16. Bane. I mean, precise thrust is better than bring it on. That's for sure. My health bar looks a bit worrying, but I'm certain we can finish the fight this turn. Like this. Final act. Hi Niao. But first, the merchant. Panic button. Dramatic entrance. Yeah, the usual. Okay. Rising Strike. Draws us a couple more cards. Stance, play another Focus Gladiator. Shield Sigil. Sword Sigil. Just playing as many techniques as possible for the Rapid Strike. Should also play Arena Prep. That was good damage. Nice. A preserved insect. We take the sigils. They do help our damage engine. Ooh, kunai. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain a dex. There's also a call shot. Can turn down a call shot. By last stand. Call shot was per turn. Whoa, that would be crazy. Balance? I don't think I need that. It's not a technique either. I wonder about that apotheosis. It's really not necessary at all. Let's click Lee's Waffle then for the 7 max HP and move on. Upgrades the sigils, but we don't care about the upgraded sigils. The salt sigils just draw us a full hand pretty much by themselves, and shield sigil doesn't matter because we don't play it in defensive usually. Strike of Genius. Okay. Just getting the setup done here. Should have used the strength potion at the start of the fight, but that's fine. Do we have... No, we don't have Gladiator focus yet. There is something to be said for a circumvent this turn. Yeah, another setup turn. Good defense, that's fine. Now we can start dealing some damage, I would say. Alright, was that an unupgraded taunt? Really? That was an upgraded taunt. Why did I enter defensive? Was it an accident? That's not too bad. I guess we'll lose the Haymaker. I could even intentionally lose the... Well, we will lose the Shield Slam sooner or later. Doesn't have to be this turn. Another Haunted on the Flurry of Strike. This isn't going so well. Someone really wants me to focus on defensive here. Why no technique? Just barely not enough. If it's the multi-hit, they will die to count. Well, they die to counter anyways. But they die to counter before they break our block, I mean. These have retain. I don't want to play them right now. Or is there a more setup that needs to be done? Focus Gladiator, I guess. Execute. Yeah, not too sad about losing that. We have one more free finisher. Stop giving me focus defensive, I don't want it. Just want to burn it out. Rapid Strike, that will finish this part of the fight for me. Gonna burn out the focus defensive, move back into Gladiator and then Rapid Strike. I'm gonna keep that calling shop for a while. If I don't have to use it, I won't. That wasn't quite enough. Wasn't sure. But the counter will finish it. But we take another curse. That sucks. Having all 3 precise thrusts in this hand is also very annoying. Might have to move around a bit here. Let's upgrade these precise thrusts. Really? I'm just gonna play it and then go back into the Gladiator again. Do want these precise thrusts to be online. Another precise thrust. Yeah, I should stay in this mode a bit longer. Keep getting these upgrades. Just defensive. At least we got that shield wall out. I think we're in a pretty good spot overall. It's 80 damage. It's not quite enough. Let's keep upgrading these precise thrusts. Flurry? Flurry is good. Draw 4 cards. Sure! I'm just cycling through these precise thrusts now. Yay, upgraded antidote. Now I see why this guy doesn't have much energy manipulation. Yeah. But there is some. There is some. But the amount of draw you can get from a Gladiator deck is pretty nuts. Well, I guess we just spam precise thrusts here. Well, let's also use this. And next turn we win. Couldn't quite get the kill this turn. Let's go for a big flurry. We can't get a big flurry. Okay, precise thrust then. These became quite large by the end. Yeah, Gladiator is an interesting playstyle as well. Just focused a lot around Gladiator this time and worked out very well. Let's see what we unlock here. Enchant Shield. Choose a card in your hand. Increase its block by 5 for this combat. Enchant Sword. Choose a card in hand. Increase its damage by 5 this combat. Exhaust. Enchant Crown. Choose a card in hand. It costs 0 this combat. Exhaust. Ooh. That's exciting. Enchant Crown, oh no. Yeah, that's energy manipulation, that's for sure. But yeah, these cards, they do look very fun. Excited to see it. You have slain everyone. The cycle has died. And so shall I.